Yeah. So um that's how I knew leaders. Knew
Hmm.
leaders for a minute, and then they moved to 47. They got their own store in
Right, I
47.
remember that.
So that's when like really when it started busting. Like it was.
Hmm.
So I
So you
remember
started at the old store and then continued working when they moved to 47 for a while.
I never did the old store.
Oh,
Just I
okay.
just knew
You
about
only
it.
started at 47. Okay.
Me and my ex best friend, we pulled up to the spot at Leaders one time, and they had
Hmm.
they was having an event. They had heroes there. I remember Mike said, "Come get some chicken." So I came and got some chicken and whatnot, and that's why
Shout out to Harold's.
um, that's I kind of knew Vic, and I really, and then that's why I'm getting like cool motherfuckers in there and shit, and I kind of knew Ty because
Hmm.
Ty was already Ty was working at Fly.
Okay, so let's
Ty
sidebar for a second. Fly is spelled
PHLI
Pli. It was in Hyde Park. Dave Jeff Brand, which he
forever.
is
I love
Chicago
Hyde Park.
legend. Yep, and that like you know what I used to hate about Fly though, because that I used to live over in Hyde Park when Fly was there, and I would be like, "Oh man, they got this shoe, this shoe." It was almost like them dudes just got the shoes so they could wear them, because they never had sizes. Like every time they
But they
had to get some
did
shoes.
though. But they did though. They on the Air Force One side when all that heat was coming out around that time, they had sides. You gotta either know somebody in that bitch, like you had to know Deja or like probably Ty,
Exactly.
and or you had to like be there. But they had Ty. I mean Ty. They had
They just
sizes.
sold quick because they obviously was smaller, so they quantities wasn't like no big ass chain store. And they tried to really get more obscure shoes. Like that wasn't the place you would be like, oh, the new Jordans came out, so you would go there. Like that's to them, that's some basic stuff. They was trying to have like exclusives.
Yeah. So yeah. So basically, after that shit, after I met him. I went to Mike invited me to the studio over there at this time at Bangs over at Cermak
Hmm.
at the Cermak building.
Oh, I remember.
Um,
Oh, I remember that. I used
over
to
there with
go in
a
there.
it's over there by Lawrence Fisheries or across the
I know.
bridge.
I know exactly where it is. I done shot some stuff over there.
So I went over there and Bangs was over there. He talking shit. I'm in that bitch. I came in that bitch. I think raw denim pants. I don't know what was raw. I forgot the jeans. I had a button up. I had a mohawk at the time.
Oh man, I need a Mohawk Nick picture so we could put that up on the screen.
I I had a mohawk. I don't even know if I can find that bitch. I had a mohawk at the time, but I was like be besides Phil. The Phil had he worked at self conscious. Phil had a fucking rock star mohawk. So
Mm.
he was Asian and had this
Oh, he
like
had the spiky
spiky.
joint.
Yeah, but he would like dye his shit. His shit was always a little crazy. So
Mm.
he was known for that, being the sneaker Asian nigga with the crazy metal mohawk. That's what he was like younger and shit. So I remember I was in the barbershop one time and I said the barbershop my mom used to work at. And I was like, I'm gonna I'm gonna get a mohawk. And I remember like one of my play bros. He was like, "Nigga, is you gay?" I said, "Nigga, I ain't gay. What the fuck?" He just came out
When
of
was this
nowhere.
like 20? What was this like early teens type shit?
It's
Or
like
before
six,
that?
it's like five. It's like
Oh,
2005.
So only reason why I want to bring up the years because at that time, especially, everything that somebody did was gay. So,
Yeah.
if you, so
This
this is
was
the times. Okay, it's politically correct now, but that was the times.
Nah, this was 2005,
Hmm.
and I was on some different shit. I had the skyline put in my head. It said
Oh yeah,
Chicago.
you was doing the most.
It was fire. It was fresh. I ain't gonna cap. It was fresh, and the women liked it because my shit be curly and shit. Well, it was
Hmm.
yeah.
He got
So
what the people call the good hair, but we don't really go by that for real. But that's what
yeah,
people would say.
yeah, that's crazy. But
So, how did that like kind of transition into you, getting more ingrained into the music side of
being
Chicago?
being around Mike and Vic and Bangs, to be honest,
Hmm.
because
Well, what Vic are we talking about?
Vic Lloyd.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
they had a group with Jeff Jones by the name of Ballroom. So they were doing shows and shit around the city. So I went to a couple shows. I went to the studio live. I've been around Mike. He was like, he the one who helped me be the artist I am today when it comes to like style and forming triple entendres, how to place my hooks and stuff like that. Like, I feel like I went through rapper boot camp when I was a shorty because
Mm.
it would be like sparring matches when we we go back and forth freestyle. So
That's
yeah,
how you
that's
sharpen your swords and get your darts right, man. You gotta be with the people in the trenches learning, getting better.
so then Facial Drive drops. And Facial I think Facial made Facial Drive because of the cool kids.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
So
when did you get to know them guys? Chuck and Mikey.
damn, when I met Chuck so long ago. It had to be 2007 or 8. It had to be around the time. We was young. They was bussing. So I think no, so yeah, it was around okay, this how I went down with that. So I'm doing my music. They post me on Facebook. I'm a solo artist. Blase blah. I'm working at fucking Detail Eye, and
Okay.
then my uncle by the name of Big D. D comes to Detail Eye to buy shoes a lot. So he came in there. He didn't know I was working there one day, and I was like in the front greeting and type shit. And he's like, "Nephew, you in this bill?" I'm like, "Yeah," chopping it up. And then he told me about Beans. Beans was my ex partner. We was in a group called Nick and Beans. He was like, "Yeah, nephew, I got this nephew and blah blah blah." He made beats. He was like, "Shit, you go to this crib." He told me where he stayed at. I said, "Nigga, I say down the street." Literally, Beans was 2 blocks away from me. So
Wow.
or 2 or 3, maybe, whatever the case may be. But he literally down the street. So I was like, "What?" So I used to go to his crib, and then we started making music. We was just cooking up all the fucking time, and
Hmm.
then we formed a group by the name of Nick and Beans. Started dropping music. We dropped the first EP was uh damn Nick and Beans. It wasn't first semester, was it? I forgot what it was the name. I forgot the first project. That's crazy.
It
But
was a
yeah,
long time ago.
the first project came out. People liked it, and then we made a song called "You Ain't Even That Bad." You ain't even that bad was gonna be a banger. Well, it was gonna be a hit. The thing about hits too, tell motherfuckers this. The thing about hits, a hit is 250,000 to 500,000. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear none of that. It's also a good song, yes, but to that good song, attached to that good song, it's 250,000 to 500,000. I'm
Of
tired.
push. of
Yeah,
push money. Yeah.
to get on billboards, to you got marketing for radio. It's a lot of shit. Mixing, it's man, dog.
Well, that's the thing that people don't think about music. Like, it's some fluky things. It's always gonna be outliers. Like maybe somebody, get a viral thing off of TikTok now, or back in the day, they, hit something, on social media when it was just starting. But in general, you gotta put money into any. Honestly, everything creative needs some type of money push for it to reach people, but music is like, if you don't got no money to put into it, or if you're not savvy enough to just be smart about doing certain things, you're not gonna get no traction.
Yeah, not trying to tell motherfuckers this, man. I mean, you can push it as hard as you can. People gotta understand this. It's a lot of other artists out here in the world that doing the
Doing the
same
same thing.
thing. So it's like you gotta be wary of that. I don't think people would be thinking that they be in their own little bubble and be like, I'm the best, but you ain't the only one saying you the best. So I'll be like, you know, it goes a long way. Marketing goes a long way. And that shit costs. People don't think that shit costs. So if you ain't got 250,000 to 500,000, at least put something to your art. You feel me? To push yourself the best way.
It's not impossible without that, but it's gonna be a much harder road because, again, it's outliers. Because I'm pretty sure, although I feel like she was an industry plant, but I feel like Sexy Red, her shit went viral off of kind of people really share. I don't know how much money was put behind that versus like later things, because it seemed like it was just very much a viral hit. And one thing too, and people be forgetting, you got to appeal to the women because that's who really be buying music and then kind of pushing trends in certain ways, even with male artists.
Yeah.
Gotta get the women's, man. Gotta get the women's, which that ain't, I mean, just with Ass Shake alone, I feel like you got songs that appeal to that demographic. You just gotta get in more people's face. That's all.
Yeah, I don't do no shows.
Well, that's
And
gotta change.
yeah. But okay. So me and Bean did some music. We opened up for Big Sean when he came to Chicago, blah blah blah. Mike and Chuck was hosting the event. They was hosting the event, and they knew who we were. I think that was our first introduction. I think around that time, because I don't remember meeting Chuck. Well, I could have met Chuck at the store or Mikey at the store. I don't know. It was so damn long ago, but it was like definitely around those probably those two times. And then we kept on doing music after that. It was a busting show. Matter of fact, let me go back to that show. That show was busting. Excuse me. That show was busting. It was at the Wild Hair.
Oh wow.
That
Okay.
bitch was that bitch was busting. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. But I feel like they all came to see us, which I feel like they did. We had the whole city in our hands. G. I was like, I told Beans, damn, this shit finna happen. I said, man, this shit finna happen. Almost happened. We was this close, and didn't happen because we done split up on some wild shit. So I was
What
like,
what made y'all fall out, or was it not falling out, or was it just creative differences? Like what happened?
I'm gonna say creative differences. I'm gonna leave it at
Okay.
that.
Okay. What else did I want to ask you?
So then,
So, oh, go ahead.
not to cut you off, I knew who Mano was. I knew who Mano. We was already been cool with Mano because he was always a shorty because he shop at the store a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So him and Nigel start Treaty Crew
Mm.
and whatnot. Him and Nigel start Treaty Crew,
When
and
was that?
we
Like 2013 or before that?
I want to say 13. It was around.
Because I remember everybody was wearing them treated hats. Wasn't
It's like all around Holy Grail time when they with Jay
Sean
Z and
Mack,
Kanye.
wasn't Sean Mack
They
wearing them
did a
treated
that
hats
they
too?
no that no they did their own thing and made casket.
Oh, that's what he had. I
Cause
remember that.
remember it was it was in the campaign. It was him, Mickey, D Win. I forgot who else was in there. And like the commercials they shot.
Mm.
Yeah. So they did that and that's a whole different entity than Tree Crew.
I
So
know Sully was in the treated crew.
Sully was definitely intrigued.
Hmm.
Yeah, we was strong. We was
Y'all was
motherfucking
right. Like I didn't
motherfucking
even.
strong.
Yeah, I only knew him personally because that's my one of my best friend, Muhammad Shabazz younger brother, Suli, and he got a nice little catalog. I still be listening to some of his songs. He's nice.
Yeah, we was strong.
Um,
Shout out to Mano.
hmm. So were you in the Treated Crew or you was just kind of adjacent to it?
I was in it.
Oh, okay.
I was in it. I was in it to win it. I was in it to win it, baby. Oh shit. Hey, I was in it to win it. I ain't gonna cap. Um, it was fun. Just going to Mano crib and cooking up. That shit was just like every time I walk in, it's a new fire ass beat. He making for something, either for himself or he's just making it for like cooking up for somebody.
Hmm.
But it was always fire. I'm talking about he was in the kitchen cooking. He was really in the kitchen cooking on my mama.
So
So
during that time, was the Nick and Beans thing kind of already fizzled out and you was kind of more focusing on your solo shit?
yeah, I was solo at that time, but I was part
Okay.
of the Critical. Yeah, but
Okay.
I was solo, and we did a couple shows. They had a show in Japan. I didn't have my passport. They did a show in Japan. Him, Mike, I think Nigel went out there. I want to say my homie Saint was with him. He's from out. I forgot. Damn, he gonna be mad because I forgot what country he at. But that's my homie. But I think Saint was in Japan with him. And yeah, they did Japan. Then we had a show in New York
Hmm.
where we did Sway in the morning.
Oh, damn.
We did Sway in the morning. And then we had a interview. I want to say with Stussy. We did an interview with Stussy type shit.
Mm.
Cause that's when the Treaty Tribe album came out. So we was like low key like on a media run
Right. Hmm.
type shit. So that was like my first low key first media run. Like going to New York, waking up, gotta go to Sway. After Sway, we got to go to Stussy, do our interview. We was down the street from fire Jamaican spot. Somebody told me like I was like I want some Jamaican food. They told me to go around the corner. Somebody I think somebody at the store. Fire. I wish I knew that motherfucking place again. Especially since I'm finna be back in New York soon. So I'm like,
Well, shit.
damn.
Hopefully it's still there, man. It's how these restaurants they'll be here for a little while, a couple years, and then it's a hard business.
Yeah, man. They were so fire. They should be still, hopefully, still be up. So yeah, man. So and then just for we did New York show. After this Deuces shit, we had a show that night. We killed that shit. That shit was fun. And then came back to Chicago. Um, we did Pitchfork for the DJ Rashad tribute with Tech Life. We did that. We did one song. That was fun. What else we did? They did so MTV was doing like segments on artists and whatnot from around the world and whatnot. And that day, I don't know if I ain't get called or get told, but I wasn't at this. I wasn't at this event, or I don't know. It could have been during South by Southwest, and I wasn't at South by Southwest at this time. I forgot what it
Mm.
was. I forgot what was the case, but it was for MTV too. I remember that shit.
And the Treater
And
crew was on there.
yeah, so I think Sully was in there too. I want to I want to say my big bro Tim Buck, rest in peace. I think Tim was in there. I think Saint Millie was in there. I was just a show that I was like, damn, they ain't call me. They ain't tell me nothing. That's crazy. I was like, what the
Damn.
hell? I was salty then. And I looked at it, I was like, whatever. It's like it was cool. But
Hmm.
it was a great look though for Mano and the crew.
The crew, right?
Yeah, it was dope. I ain't gonna lie. I was salty and happy at the same time. I was like, damn, what are my niggas?
Right.
They win they going crazy. so so yeah. And after that, it I ain't gonna say treated fizzled down, but I honestly just didn't know what happened, to be honest.
Yeah, because it seemed like they
And
was going super hard, and then it was just nothing after what 2016, 2017. I ain't
yeah,
really see them no more.
I was just confused because I was like, damn, we was about to go up. Like it's some songs, it's verses. Like it's a verse that sticks to me all the time. I don't know how it went, but I know a couple. I don't. I know a concept of what I was, or an idea of what I was saying, but it was cold, and I heard it one time. That's the first time I recorded, and never heard it again.
Oh, so you saying it's like songs that just never seen the light of day that's on somebody hard drive right now, type
Yep,
shit.
yep.
Yeah, that's the thing about the creative space that people don't realize. They think like, oh, you coming out with all this stuff, that's all your stuff. Like, y'all don't even see how much stuff that never ever nobody see or hear, whatever. Because as an artist, even sometimes good stuff get left behind, but a lot of times we just don't believe in that particular piece of art, so we don't put it out. That's why we get so much of things that's just in the background.
Yeah, as a musician, I don't think people understand that you're gonna probably go in the studio and make 5 to 10 songs a day.
And maybe one of those or two of those are actually gonna be, not that the rest not unusable, but that might be one or two actual hit caliber songs after out of all of them joints.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Hmm. But
Now you go in there, you make your low references, you go figure out the best reference, and you gonna stick with that, and then the other songs get put to the side, and you gonna get some other songs, but it's gonna be later because you're gonna be focused on these 1 or 2 songs that you picked out the bunch.
mhm.
So,
So, oh, go ahead.
oh my bad, what?
No, no, no. Go ahead. You
So yeah,
got something to say?
after that, I went to treaty crew situation. I'm back solo again, but then COVID hit, and then everything like
Mm,
becoming so fucking weird and whatnot.
right.
So we had to adjust to like a different type of living, another different lifestyle because we was feeling like dogs in the kennel. We had nowhere to fucking
Hmm.
go. It was just crazy, and
Yeah,
it
that was
was
an interesting time. It's crazy. That
so
was 5 years ago, and it felt like when we was in it, it was just never ending.
that was the longest period of time ever. So yeah, COVID came, and then I remember my cousin one time. He was like, "Man, you want to go to LA?" I said, "It's COVID, ain't gonna be busting like that." So we go there and shit, and it was a ghost town.
So
Like
you
my
didn't move
first,
here until 2020?
yeah, like 2021 too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've been here pre-COVID, since pre-COVID. It was totally different energy.
Yeah, I heard it was like busting before COVID, all that
Boy,
shit.
boy.
I heard it was crazy out
I
here. It
got
was,
oof. Crazy parties, crazy random shit that would happen, meeting famous people at the bar. Like LA was a trip, man. It was a trip. It's still cool. It's getting closer back to pre-COVID, but now the economy is all ass. So yeah.
so yeah, so then after the vacation, little vacation I did with my cousin to come out here for like, we was out here for like, I don't know, half a week. Came back to the crib, working, hustling, stacking my money, just making my money. Cause ain't nothing to do, shit, but to make money around this time. So I'm like, I ain't really going outside like that. I'm just making some money. Um, I get a call one time from my sister. She talking about move out here with me. I said, with to LA? She was like, yeah. She was just pack your bags and move out here. I said, all right, cool. So I shipped my shit over there, packed me 2 bags of clothes, duffels, and then took my ass out there. Like I shipped like about 5 boxes, like all clothes and shoes.
hmm did you drive out here or did you ship your car?
I shipped my car.
Oh, okay.
It was like I think I paid like 1,300 to
Mm-hmm.
ship my car, and did that. Came to LA. Year two after I came to LA, I get hit with a firework and I lose my hearing on my left side. So I was finna drop music around the time. I was invited to a party. I was gonna go outside and see fireworks. I didn't, and a freak accident happened. And then it happened so fast, and then the end result is me losing my hearing on my left side. So I'm impaired, whatever. So that happened. And I was gonna drop music around that time. But shit,
You had
nigga,
to relearn how to use one ear and all that shit. Like that's a whole major life change.
even it, I didn't start recording until like mentally I was just like I was fucked up. When I got hit, boy, it sounded like dialed up on my mama. It sounded like dial up, AOL dial up in my head. I'm like, damn, am
Mm.
I not a computer? Like, what the fuck? Like that made me think like, nigga, are we computers? Like we all built with frequencies. Like, nigga, are we computers?
No.
After I heard that shit, I was like, nigga, I sound like a nigga finna start, like a nigga trying to start his motherfucking internet up. I'm like,
Damn.
man, this shit crazy. So,
Well, refer to the Nic Jr. story time that's describing this whole incident and with visual aids.
well, I ain't gotta really explain. Like, if you go
No, that's
by,
what I'm saying. They could go there. That's what I'm telling them.
yeah,
You already told the story of this, but
yeah.
we this is the Cliff Notes version. So what So I feel like I met you a little bit before that incident because I met you at the Super Bowl party at that same house.
Yeah.
And so that was some months later that that happened because that was around the 4th of July, right?
Hmm.
Okay. At so when did you get back in the studio to kind of like, I mean, where we are now is really from that point going forward to now. So what made you just kind of be like, I gotta get back? Like, was the just drive to make music real high? I mean, always you a musician, but what pushed you back in the studio?
So when I first got here and I figured out that my homie Zip was living out here and he told me to pull up, I said, "You ain't never live out here." When I first came to the studio, this was a couple months before I moved. When I moved out here, when I went to the studio with his studio, knocking shit out. I'm talking about it's like 4 or 5 rappers in that bitch. I'm coming in and do hooks, doing verses for songs, all that shit, doing my own shit. I was in that bitch cooking, and we was gearing up to roll out the shit, leading on to the motherfucking party. Um, the freak accident happened. I lost my hair, and I was in the hospital bed, and I was asking the doctor. He said something about my hair. I said, "Damn, doctor, I do music. So how we gonna do? How we gonna work things out? Because I ain't finna stop doing no damn music." So he told me what he told me. I think a month later, I finally like was at a studio. I forgot what studio I was at, and I tried to do some music because I was there, and it was hard because I was like, this shit different type shit. I remember when the shit happened, and prior to going to the studio, the first time I had anxiety is when I went to a Dodgers game with this chick I used to talk to, and I feel like I had superpowers. When I say I heard everybody conversation, it don't matter if they was fucking whispering. I was hearing every fucking thing, and it was as loud as hell in my ear. I had no
Hmm.
earplugs, nothing. I was just feeling like a fucking mutant. I'm like, I was in that bitch like paranoid, anxiety, so many motherfuckers going this way, going that way. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I've been to Wrigley a lot of times when it's been packed and whatnot,
Hmm.
but Dodgers it get packed, boy. Even when I'm
It's
at work.
different. It's different. I mean, and not to take nothing away from Wrigley Field, iconic stadium. It's just old and not very big compared to like when they built Dodger Stadium, they built it a lot bigger than a lot of ballparks in the country, even back in the 60s, I believe, when they built it.
Mhm.
Which the whole history of that is kind of whack because literally just kicked out all the Latinos that lived in that area and just built a stadium on top of their old houses and stuff, which was pretty whack. But all minorities got stories like that. The whole Chicago, they tore up all type of iconic neighborhoods to put the E-way through it and all
Mhm.
type of stuff. So. That's a whole nother conversation we could get into on a future episode. But I feel like we should wrap it up right here because we've been on kind of longer than I had anticipated. But I definitely wanted to
Was I talking too damn much?
no, I'm glad. I wanted to before we get into the topical things that we're gonna be doing going forward, I want my audience to know, who's gonna be on here with me. So this was good. I like and I learned some stuff about you that I didn't know for sure. And you know, it was definitely a eye-opening conversation, but going forward, we're gonna share more of our opinions on what's going on in the world and all of those things. But for you to care what we say, you gotta know us a little bit. So
So look, y'all, it's me, Nic Jr., coming from the hundreds, Southside Chicago. Kids, take your ass to school. Don't do drugs. And don't be drinking no liquor. That liquor shit weak as hell. That shit kills you quick as hell, shawty. That's cancers. Don't do it. Like I said, stay in school. Don't be no fool. This dude named Mr. James should tell us that.
Mr. James, what?
And you went to Cosminsky, you would know what the hell
Oh,
I'm talking
okay,
about.
okay,
So
that's
so
funny.
yeah,
Yeah, well,
Nic Jr. right here. I feel like I know I do music, but I gotta talk to y'all and get to y'all another way. I feel like so. Look, and go listen to my music, Shouty. Go to that.
we're
Go
going
to that. Go
the
listen to the
link. The
music,
link will
Shouty.
be in
Go get
the
some vibes. Go
descriptions. Yes,
go fuck with a
links
nigga.
to
Get some vibes in you, man. On my mama,
Architects of
baby.
Mars, Nic Jr. music, all of those links will be in the description.
Fuck with a
But
nigga. Come on.
but I think this is a good point to end it, but we will be back sooner than you think. We're not even gonna tell you, but you're gonna be like, wow, them niggas back again, and it's gonna be very soon. So I am Creed of Exodus Studios, architectsofmars.com, and my co-host is
Nic Jr. and I'm finna roll the fuck up.
all right, y'all. We gonna get it, y'all.